It started with a single photo. A blurry shot of someone walking past the Seine River in Paris. Sunglasses, mask, oversized coat. At first glance, it could be anyone. But fans knew that posture. That gait. That aura. It was Taehyung V from BTS. But what was he doing in Paris, unannounced, alone, and during one of the biggest fashion events of the year? That's when things got interesting. Before we dive into what might be one of the most subtle, yet significant celebrity sightings of the year, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more K-pop deep dives, and hit the bell icon, because what you're about to hear is more than a story. It's a clue trail. One that might just reveal a hidden connection between Taehyung and BLACKPINK's Jisoo. And trust me, you won't want to miss the twist coming later in this video. Now, back to the sighting. Within minutes of the photo hitting social media, hashtags like #Taehyung in Paris and #Jisoo Paris Fashion Week began trending. Why? Because Jisoo had just been confirmed as a front-row guest at the Dior event in Paris. And if you followed K-pop for any length of time, you'll know the rumors, soft whispers across Stan Twitter, eagle-eyed edits on TikTok, and fan theories on Reddit that span years. V and Jisoo. Taehyung and Jisoo. A connection that's always been just under the surface, always coincidental, yet always too perfect. The timeline matters. Jisoo arrived in Paris 3 days prior, with media coverage confirming her itinerary for Dior's Haute Couture presentation. But Taehyung's presence? Not announced. Not expected. And yet, there he was. Captured by a fan who had no idea what they were witnessing. The moment was quiet. No entourage. No media. Just Taehyung, walking through Paris in the early morning mist. But here's where things escalate. That same evening, Jisoo was spotted leaving a private dinner hosted by Dior executives, wearing a subtle black choker that eagle-eyed fans identified from a past BTS concept shoot. Coincidence? Maybe. But we're not done. The next day, Taehyung attended a secret gallery showing in Montmartre. No paparazzi, no official photos. Just one leaked shot from an interior designer's now deleted Instagram story. The caption? Unexpected guest from Korea, South Korea. Red heart. In the background, a mural that looked suspiciously familiar. Not just to fans, but to anyone who's followed Jisoo's own art preferences. The piece had once been reposted by Jisoo on her story, nearly a year ago. So what's really going on here? Let's rewind. Taehyung and Jisoo, despite being from two of the biggest K-pop groups in the world, have rarely interacted publicly. Their agencies, HYB and YG, are notorious for keeping idols separated, especially when dating rumors could threaten brand partnerships. But fans are detectives. From matching Cartier bracelets to eerily timed Spotify playlists, from parallel vacation posts to similar photo captions, the internet has been slowly, methodically connecting dots that no one's officially confirmed or denied. This Paris moment feels different. It's not a red carpet. It's not a press event. It's quiet. Personal. Intentional. Pattern interrupt. Imagine a rapid montage. Taehyung walking past the Eiffel Tower. Jisoo entering a car outside Le Muris Hotel. Taehyung posting an abstract photo on Instagram, a photo that features the same sculpture Jisoo had posted 2 days earlier. Coincidence? Or coordination? And then came the tweet. A well-known K-industry insider, using an anonymous account with a track record of accurate leaks, tweeted, 2 stars. One city. Not work. Love. No names. No tags. But fans knew. The replies exploded. Is this about V and Jisoo? They've been too quiet lately, something's up. Don't play with our hearts like this. And then, silence. The tweet was deleted within 30 minutes. But the conversation had already begun. Now, here's where it gets even wilder. On the final day of Paris Fashion Week, Jisoo walked into the Louvre for a Dior shoot. Stunning as always. But her outfit? A velvet black blazer with a golden brooch, identical to the one Taehyung wore during BTS's Singularity era. Not a replica. The same design. Side-by-side comparisons made it undeniable. Mid-video teaser. What if I told you there's one more piece of evidence, one that almost no one noticed, but it changes everything? Keep watching, because the final clue is coming, and it might just connect Taehyung and Jisoo in a way that's never been seen before. But first, let's talk about energy. In every public appearance during the trip, Jisoo radiated calm confidence. Her smiles were softer, her eyes brighter. Fans commented, "She seems truly happy." And Taehyung? He looked at peace. Not the usual charismatic front he gives on stage. Something more vulnerable. Real. Human. Sources close to the fashion houses said both artists declined after parties. Opted instead for private time and creative reflection. In a city like Paris, that can mean many things. But when two idols with overlapping schedules, matching fashion choices, and years of unspoken rumors arrive at the same time, yet keep their distance from public appearances, you start to wonder. What are they hiding? Or perhaps more accurately, what are they protecting? And now, the final clue. Just before leaving Paris, Taehyung posted a single photo to his Instagram. A close-up of a flower shop window, captioned only with a heart emoji. But fans in the comments instantly recognized the location. It's a boutique in Le Marais, known for selling rare white roses. The same boutique where Jisoo was spotted just hours earlier, carrying a single white rose wrapped in gold tissue. White roses. In flower language, they symbolize new beginnings. Hope. And in some interpretations, silent love. So what does it all mean? Did Taehyung really fly to Paris just to support Jisoo? Was this an orchestrated moment of quiet solidarity between two global icons, communicating through fashion, flowers, and silence? Or are we simply witnessing two stars, whose paths just happen to align over and over again, as if by fate? We may never get a direct answer. Neither HYBE nor YG have made statements. Taehyung and Jisoo remain silent. But maybe that's the point. Maybe some stories aren't meant to be shouted. Maybe they're told in glances, in symbols, in the quiet streets of Paris when no one's supposed to be watching. So, what do you think? Is this the confirmation fans have been waiting for? Or just another beautifully mysterious chapter in the ever-evolving world of K-pop? Let us know in the comments, because this conversation is far from over, and if you're hooked on stories like this, deep dives into the unseen, the whispered, the almost revealed, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for the next mystery that the K-pop world has to offer. Because if there's one thing we've learned, where there's smoke, there's almost always a spark. But here's the most curious detail of all, something that many fans initially overlooked. Right after returning from Paris, Taehyung logged on to Weverse late at night. He didn't post a photo. He didn't write a caption. He just shared a single song, La Vie en Rose, the original version by Edith Piaf. A haunting, romantic melody. A song that speaks of love and silence, of beauty in the eyes of the beloved. And that same song? Jisoo once covered it during a behind-the-scenes moment, years ago, something only longtime fans would remember. Was this a reference? A subtle nod? Or just another poetic coincidence layered into a growing tapestry of unspoken meaning? Even more intriguing, fans noticed that both Jisoo and Taehyung changed their profile pictures within hours of each other. Different images, but the same tone. Black and white. Soft. Introspective. Almost as if they were speaking to each other, not with words, but with mood. Is this all part of a long-hidden narrative playing out in the shadows of fame? Or are we seeing patterns where none exist? One thing's certain, Paris was never just a backdrop. For these two icons, it might have been the setting for something quietly powerful, and very real.